So I'm going to go back. We have our basic LED circuit. I'm going to drop the resistor down to almost nothing. So I'm going to get 0.01. I'm going to double check when I start simulation that we don't break things up. So that's a nice bright set of LEDs. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this wire. I'm going to run a push button into the circuit. Now, push button, these two pins are always connected. So if you look up, this is terminal 1A and this is terminal 1B. This is terminal 2A and terminal 2B. Terminal 1 are always connected and terminal 2 is always connected. But the safest way to connect up a switch is to work diagonally. So I'm going to run the negative side of our LED to the top corner, and I'm going to work diagonally to the bottom corner to the signal. Now when I start simulation, the lights are going to be off until I press the button, which connects this side of the switch to this side of the switch, so electricity can flow from the positive through the LEDs down to negative. You need a loop for it to go. I can also use a slide switch, which are a little more complicated, but let's bring that in. So first of all, to rotate components in TinkerCAD, you hit the R key. And what I'm going to do is run a wire from the first pin of the switch, and run my negative to the middle pin of the switch. Now, when the switch is up, this line is connected to this line, and it'll turn on. But when the switch is down here, this line will be connected here, and nothing will happen. So right now, nothing. But I click the switch, turn it off. I could even run two different things from the same switch. So I'm going to take and hit escape. I'm going to try to select multiple things. I'm holding shift and clicking on all my parts. I'm going to hit Control C, Control V. And I'm going to drag those here. I'm going to make these LED yellow, this one orange, and this one white, just so they're all different. I'm going to run terminal 1 down to the same terminal there. So as we these two fork off, and then this wire is going to go all the way down around and back over to terminal 2. So now, if I start the simulation, power should go. So let's see why it's not. So I'm going to take and delete this wire. I'm going to make sure that this is connected. That's connected. And I'm going to run a wire first. I'm going to skip right to the negative and make sure if I start simulation, these turn on. They do. Okay, good. I'm going to delete this wire again. I'm going to run him back over and around to the bottom terminal of the switch. And now it should work. It was just a weird wiring problem. That happens in TinkerCAD sometimes. So now the top bank's lit up. If I switch, now the bottom bank lights up. But only half of these. Now, with all these things, having everything be one color wire can be a little confusing. Let's change some wires. I'm going to make this wire here black because he's going to ground. I'm going to make this wire red because he's coming from the power. I'm going to leave this green, but I'm going to make this guy all blue. So this is going to be my blue line. So I have a blue line and a green line, and they both throw it to the switch. So this is a fairly complicated two-channel setup where you have two banks of LEDs that are decided between two switches.